Hey, it's Aaron, and if you're watching this right now, maybe you're checking out this website called Fanvue right here, and maybe you're wondering, can you really make a lot of money from this website, or is it a big waste of time? Let's check it all out, right? Anytime you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, just click the link below and I'll share with you my favorite strategy. Now, on this channel, I have reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different websites, apps, business models that make money online, and I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's check out Fanvue to find out whether this is the good or the ugly. Maybe there are better ways to make money online out there, okay? Now, Fanvue is basically a creators platform, all right? So what you can do is you can come here and basically if you have a following already, okay, and you can be in any industry, you can be a creator, you can be a content creator, you can be an expert, you can be a coach. If you have a following, you could come here and you could start creating, and basically you could upload, whether you're an OnlyFans artist, or you're a YouTuber, or you're, a TikToker, or whatever it is, or maybe you're even an AI creator. You can come here, build your platform out, build your content out, and then you can attract followers and they can get stuff for free, and you can also charge them, okay? So basically, Fanvue is a platform that allows you to store your content on there, allow fans to follow you, and then you can give them access to your private content, whether it's videos or lives or whatever it is, for a specific fee. It's a subscription every single month, and then Fanvue will charge you as a creator a small fee in order for you to use their platform. That's kind of how it works, okay? So let's talk about the actual fees and things like that. How do they pay out, and how much can you really make from Fanvue, right? So with Fanvue, it looks like a pretty cool platform, to be honest, right? And it's really easy to set up. It's pretty much a competitor of OnlyFans. OnlyFans is much larger, right? But Fanvue, it works on a similar premise, okay? Now the thing about the way that it works is you can message people, you can obviously get subscriptions, there is support, there's AI features as well, you can auto reply to some of the people that some of your fans that reply to you or message you. And the way that it works is in terms of charges, okay, how much can you make? Right here, 1 second. Okay, so first of all, in your first month they will charge you 15%, and from then onwards they will charge you 20% of a fee. Now that is pretty normal for a website like this, for an app like this. There's always going to be a fee. You do have to pay them in order for you to use them, and that's essentially it. It's pretty much as simple as that, okay? Now here's what I do want to mention about platforms like this, which a lot of people don't understand, right? If you're not a creator, if you're not a content creator, if you're not an artist, if you're not a coach or an expert or somebody that already has a large following, maybe an artist, right? Then unfortunately, Fanvue is not going to help you to make any money, because you must already have some sort of following base where they can, come onto here, find you, and then basically follow you. And if they really like your stuff, then they can pay for your content, whatever it is. It could be $10. You can set your own prices, right? $10 a month, $20 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month per customer. And so if you're brand new as a beginner and you're watching this video, maybe you've heard of Fanvue, maybe you saw an ad somewhere, right? And you're like, can I come onto this platform and start making money from day one? Well, the answer is no, because if you don't have a fan base that is already following you, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to monetize anyone, because you have no followers to come and look for you and follow you and pay you. Does that make sense, right? So this type of platform, again, which is very similar to OnlyFans, only works if you're already semi-famous, or maybe you have even a small fan base, right? Maybe you're an artist, and you have a fan base of 50 people or 100 people that are already following you, and you want to monetize them and you want to move them over to Fanvue, then you can do that. This platform allows you to do that, right? But if you're a beginner and you want to use this, unfortunately you can't. But don't worry, stick around till the end of the video. I'm going to show you another cool way that you can still make money as a beginner online, okay? Now the very important thing is that on the surface everything looks great with Fanvue, right? It works very similarly to a lot of the other creator platforms that I've reviewed. You come on here, you can get a following, you can get subscriptions, they will pay you. Obviously you charge, they charge a fee as well, and you can communicate with your fans, and you can give them a secret content, private content, right, that they subscribe to, okay? Now I also like to check to see what other people have experienced with platforms, and one of the platforms that I use is Trustpilot, okay? Now generally with Trustpilot, anything that is under 4 stars means that it's not so great. Okay, now with Fanvue, it's got 4.1 stars. But what I also like to look at is I like to look at the negative reviews, right? Because unfortunately with Trustpilot, these reviews can be manipulated. That means they can pay other people to leave fake good reviews, and that would sort of jack up the the amount of stars. So some companies will have 4.5 stars, 5 stars, things like that, but it's not always 100% accurate. So that's why I like to look at the negative views, because if there is a pattern and people are saying the same thing over and over again in the negative reviews, then that might be more accurate, right? And so just something to look out for. Okay, now out of all of their reviews, 26% of them are 1 star. Now that is quite high for 1 stars. Okay, if it was something like 5% or 10%, it's not as bad, but 26%, that's a quarter of every single good review, basically, right? Or every single review, right? So let's have a look at some of the 1 stars. And unfortunately, a lot of the 1 stars are basically calling Fanvue a scam. Okay, now I'm not going to go through this in a lot of detail, right? Because I'm just going to summarize it for you, because I want to save a little bit of time for you as well. But basically what most people are saying is that Fanvue doesn't pay its creators out, all right? Now, the ones that have complained on here anyway are basically saying that they've been on Fanvue for a little while, they made a little bit of money, some of them have made $500, some of them made thousands of dollars, and they're not able to get their money from Fanvue, which is really concerning. Okay, now what Fanvue has said is, and sometimes Fanvue does reply. They don't reply all the time, but for them they do reply to some of them here on Trustpilot. And what they say is that unfortunately they cannot pay creators if they don't meet their terms of service. Okay, now whatever that means, right? Because companies can make stuff up when it comes to the terms of service, but basically Fanvue is very similar to OnlyFans in the sense that they are quite an uncensored platform. That means you could be, a nude creator, right? And you could come on here and you can still use Fanvue to garner fans. So they don't limit you to things like that. So, I don't know what what they claim some of these creators have broken their terms of service, but that's basically their answer. But a lot of it has, basically a lot of the 1-star reviews is because of that, right? You can see right here, I used their platform to receive $510 of payment. However, after I requested a payout, they suspended my account without any explanation and they kept their money. So a lot of the people that are giving 1 stars, it's that kind of review. Okay, it's basically saying they're a creator, they came here, they thought they were doing a legitimate thing, they made some money, and then when they tried to withdraw the money, Fanvue either banned their account or they can't get a hold of customer service at all. Or they're just not paying out, and that is a big problem when it comes to a platform like this, because it's meant to be a safe platform for creators to come build their following and then basically make money from them and get paid out. Okay, now just to double check, besides these 1 stars, and again, so many of them, right? Worst mistake ever, beware of positive reviews. So a lot of people are saying that there are a lot of fake 5-star reviews. So again, Trustpilot can be manipulated, so just be careful of that as well, right? Take that with a pinch of salt, right? See, they're using fake AI reviews to boost their postings, right? Account banned for AI content, so people complaining that they were banned for no reason. Again, this one you need to take with a pinch of salt, because sometimes people can break a company's terms of service and then they just come here and rate it 1 star anyway. But that's not the problem. I think the one that's more concerning is that the creators aren't being paid out, and that's a really big problem, right? Now, I just wanted to make sure that this was accurate, so I went onto another third-party review platform, and this one, Pissed Off Consumer, they're getting 1.6 out of 5 stars. Okay, most people rating them, I mean, there's only like 2 steps, so there's only 9 reviews where it's 1 or 2 stars, but they're basically saying the same thing. They're basically saying that they earned a little bit of money and they weren't able to get a hold of them for 42 months, which is really concerning, right? This one, can't get my money paid out to me, says my payout account is under review. It's been almost a year now, still waiting for my money. This one here is the same one, basically $510, they didn't pay out. This one, look at this, this one, payment method stopped working for no reason. After my credit card was accepted as payment for over $2,000 worth of content and tips, it suddenly stopped working. Now when I attempt to send a payment, I get an error message, do not honor, and it doesn't go through. Impossible to find a human being to assist me with this issue. When I click on help and support in the menu, I receive a blank, we are experiencing technical difficulties page with no further resources. That's really bad. All right, so here's what I would say, guys. there is a chance that Fanvue does work the way that it says it does, okay? But I think that, whenever, I mean, if there's this many consistent people saying that they're not being paid out, you need to use your own judgment, especially if you're a creator, right? If you're going to take the time to move your fan base onto a platform that potentially may not pay you out, that's just a red flag, okay? And so you can decide whether you want to take your chances with a platform like this. But, to be honest, if I was a creator and I was going to be moving my fans and actually spending time creating content on a platform that has so many people saying that they're not being paid out, even though it might just be some people, but then they're also complaining about unable to reach customer support, for me, that's just enough of a red flag to just not waste my time on that platform, right? Because you're going to be wasting a lot of hours and days and weeks and months building an audience on a platform that doesn't actually pay out. Even if it's some technical difficulties, you never want to, when it comes to payout, anytime a platform has issues paying out, that's a big red flag. Unless they come up with a good reason and they fix that issue, that's okay. But if they're not even reaching out to people and they're not providing the right support, they're not giving updates, maybe it's, they're having some issues with their merchant account or whatever, but it's just, radio silence, that's a big problem. And I would just be careful of a website like that, okay? So completely up to you whether you want to use Fanvue or not. But, I think that there are some big red flags with this company, and I'll probably, my recommendation is to just stay away from something like this, okay? Now, if you're here watching this video right now, maybe you are looking for a way to generate more income. Maybe you're a beginner. Maybe you don't know how to generate income online, or maybe you're already an established marketer or content creator online. On this channel, if this is the first time you're coming to my channel, I have reviewed literally hundreds and hundreds of different methods to make money online. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, all sorts of different websites, apps, business models, and I've tested a lot of them. I've even put in a lot of my own money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, testing a lot of different strategies, right? And out of all of the good ones, right, I've seen a lot of bad ones, some okay ones, but out of all the good ones, there was one that I used to completely change my life. I quit my full-time job because of it. I make multiple 5 figures a month because of this particular strategy. And if you want to check it out, I teach it in my free masterclass step by step. You can access that just by clicking the link all the way at the bottom of this video. All right. I wish you all the best. Good luck. And I hope to see you on another video review.